Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Yeah, I asked James Harden about the Rockets' small ball lineup, and he said, quote, it's challenging guarding bigger guys. You've got to compete, you have to be physical, and you have to rely on your teammates. But Russell Westbrook said, there's not many players that we've really got to worry about. Guys, small ball is definitely dominating the league.
That it is, Allie. Thanks, good stuff there. So here's Dallas's starting group. Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith, they're the wings. At the 4 and 5, it's Porzingis and Powell, and it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the superstar backcourt pair. Covington serves as the 4, with Tucker as the center in name only. And it's House in at the small forward. And we see it almost every night, Clark. Another great backcourt matchup. Here we go.
So many terrific guards, B.A. You're exactly right. I mean, and they are a delight to watch. I mean, when you see guys that have handles that are tight, can shoot it off the dribble, drive it, finish with both hands, make the deep three. I mean, that's what makes all-star voting at the position so hard these days. Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Doncic left side. And he can't get that one. And Houston the other way now. Here's House on the take. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Doncic. How about this guy? Undrafted out of Texas A&M, Daniel House. Clark carving out a place for himself in this league.
B.A., you and I love these kind of stories. I think everybody does. When you see a guy just continue to work at his craft and find his way to the NBA, and once he gets there, he produces. I mean, he has, from the outset, been very productive in his NBA minutes.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Doncic with it. Pass to Powell. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's Harden. Going inside, and Harden with the slam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. And as a defender, he can really put you on your heel.
Oh, throw it down! Nice!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. This one for 3. Rockets with a rebound. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Harden.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Outside Hardaway.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Harden. Three-pointer, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Now here's Hardaway. Doncic on the wing from about 19. And that's off the glass and in. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
That is a sweet-looking jumper there, boy. Doncic doesn't need much space or time to get shots off.
Harden against Hardaway. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Now Finney-Smith. And it's House with the rebound. Powell with a steal. Doesn't go for him.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to House. For three, Covington. Finney-Smith pulls it in. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. Here's Powell. Checked by Tucker. Outside Porzingis. Hardaway with it. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Houston in the lead. And here's Harden. Give him 8 points now. Drives to the hoop. And it's Harden with the big finish.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps. Well, you think about James Harden, and he's been fantastic throughout his career, but particularly the last 3 years. And I think he's been a bit of a polarizing figure in the league because of his style of play or his sly knack for drawing fouls and getting the benefit of the doubt on calls. You know, many have been rather outspoken and even on occasion mean-spirited with their criticism.
Clark, you're talking about the ISO-heavy style. Some would say it hurts team chemistry.
Well, you know, it's funny. Back in the day, going way back in the day, not so much vitriol for big men isolating in the post. For some reason, doing it on the perimeter is viewed a little differently. I think part of it is that it's a lot of dribbling and people standing around, and for some, the purest in the game, that can be a little distasteful. Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Doncic. That one rolls around and rims out.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Driving to the basket. It's Covington on the wing. Tucker up top, defended by Hardaway. Harden can't hit.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
It's Finney-Smith with the drive. And Hardaway good for three. Hardaway's got 6.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Here's Harden. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Outside Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Yeah, Porzingis showing you persistence there, just doing a nice job staying with it and finding a way to capitalize. Yeah, you know, a big difference in Porzingis' game last year was the rebounding, and oftentimes people think if you're tall and long, you should eat glass. Well, most of your best rebounders are not the tallest guys on the floor, but to his credit, Porzingis made rebounding a focal point of his.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And it's tied up with that one. And Clark, where Porzingis has specifically improved the defensive glass.
Yeah, I agree with you there, B.A. And defensive rebounding is really just the final piece of defense. Good defense, that is. And, you know, Rick Carlisle is an outstanding coach, has been since he's been a head coach in the NBA. And I think last year, Carlisle got to Porzingis in a way no other coach had. And the team benefited as a result.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Gordon with a steal. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Here's Tucker. And he buries his first look.
P.J. Tucker always active on the boards and doesn't give the defense a chance to box him out.
Here's Doncic. Hardaway with it. 6 to shoot. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. For Houston, they've got 7 of 15 to find the net. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Harden's got 15 points.
And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
Making a change here. Green is checked in. Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Curry comes in for Finney-Smith. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number and he knows it.
Now here's Curry. Outside Hardaway. From deep. Harden with the defensive effort.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Westbrook, count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Harden against Hardaway. The 3. Rebounded by Green.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Westbrook against Doncic. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Dallas is gone only 2 of 6 from the three-point line in this first quarter. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. Rivers is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. Houston has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Harden with it. Guarded now by Cauley Stein. Pass to Rivers. Here's Tucker. Cashes in the 12-footer. Tucker's got his second bucket on the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Now here's Kleba. Outside Hardaway. Looking to end the drought. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. McLemore's checked in for the Rockets. Houston in the lead. Now Gordon. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Eric Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Carroll, he's checked in for Tucker. Mavericks shooting 33% in the first quarter. Outside Brunson. Driving in. It's rebounded by Rivers. Houston shooting 53%, setting the tone right from the opening tip. Pass to Carroll. And here's Curry. Hardaway on the wing. Defended by Gordon. Back to Hardaway. To win the run. The shot won't fall. Now the Rockets take it the other way. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Pass to Rivers. Outside, Green. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Mavericks trailing. Outside Brunson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Gordon outside. Pass to Rivers. A minute 29 left in the first. And it's Green missing. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Shot is good by Curry.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Curry against Gordon. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Hardaway. The three-pointer off the mark. Houston has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. 40 seconds left in the opening quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Cauley Stein. And they're on the break. Looking to get it going. And Hardaway lays it up and in. Hardaway's got 8 points.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Gordon attacking. That one goes. Count it. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Here's Hardaway. Launches it. But they recover it. Here's Cauley Stein. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Rockets on top, up by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And a naturally ball-dominant player, James Harden talked about others setting him up a little more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to play off, on the wings.
And that gives their offense another dynamic.
It does, and it also helps them preserve some energy for those big moments in big games.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. Finney Smith and Porzingis make up the forwards. Luka Doncic is out there with DeLon Wright. And it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the son of a European pro, Luka Doncic said, quote, "I always had a ball in my hand, and I started training when I was 7 years old. All I dreamed about was being in the NBA." So when Doncic last season was one of the youngest All-Star starters in history, he said, "This is like a dream come true to me."
And he's going to be living that dream for a long time. Thanks, Allie. And the Rockets making a change here. House is checked in. And how about the mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
I mean, I just love how he reads the play so well and gets himself in the air at the perfect moment. I mean, that was a terrific denial.
Here's House. Westbrook with it. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Westbrook.
Tell you what, that's pretty clever engineering by Westbrook in the pick and roll. If there's one criticism, and I think it's really unfair that's leveled at Russell Westbrook, it's his scoring efficiency or lack thereof. For his career, he's a little below average in that one category, but you go back to the shooting percentages of some of the greats in the history of the game, and they weren't uber efficient either. So I think that's a bit unfair to Russell Westbrook.
Here's Harden. And no good. And right with the defensive effort. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And he banks in the layup. Well, Clark, if there's a game plan against Westbrook, defenses want to make him a perimeter shooter.
Agreed, and yet he's refined that part of his game, but you certainly don't want him coming downhill, getting to the rack, because he is at his absolute best when he's doing that.
Harden. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
And in this era of load management, where there's such an emphasis on resting your players, particularly your star players, none of that applies for James Harden. Since joining the Rockets, he's averaged over 37 minutes per game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The flip side to all those minutes and carrying that load throughout the regular season for James Harden, Grant, some feel he's run out of steam in the playoffs.
Yeah, B.A., he knows that in order to really cement his legacy and silence his critics, it's all about winning championships. Harden wants those rings badly. So his teams have been good, and they've been right there. He's just got to keep pushing until he gets it.
Here's Wright. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Here's Wright. Outside, Finney Smith. Lets it go from the wing, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Harden from outside. The Mavericks pull it in. Now here's Doncic. Down low. Here's Porzingis. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game. The Rockets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Outside Harden. Over Wright. He can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Doncic up top. Defended by Harden. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too.
Harden, the pass to Covington, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
No, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Westbrook against Doncic. Right outside. They kick it out to Porzingis. On the wing, Finney Smith. Right outside. And it's House with the rebound. House has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Tucker. And here's Westbrook. Now covers. Westbrook against Powell. Second shot opportunity. And rejected.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Right outside. Porzingis in the post. Checked by Tucker. Porzingis misses.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Here's Doncic, and that one drops. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
checked in for Wright. And Grant, restrictions on physical play can make it harder to defend guys nowadays. All right, tell our viewers some of the reasons why that's the case.
Well, B.A., first of all, I think you have to go back to the 90s when the game was incredibly physical and the scoring was definitely down. The NBA made some rule changes in the early 2000s. They took the physicality away from the game, which gave the advantage to the offensive player. Now, you couple that with, as the game has grown, the skill level of the modern basketball player is through the roof. So now it is incredibly difficult on defense to try to guard some of the best players in the world if you can't use your body and be physical.
And it goes! As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, Grant, Russell Westbrook, not your prototypical pure point guard by a long shot. All right, so how do you evaluate him as a floor general?
B.A., it's simply two words: fearless and relentless. He is a prolific playmaker. Now, throughout his career, some have questioned his decision-making, but I'll take all the great things that he does on the court to help his team win over that.
That one misses for Westbrook.
Hey, making history is part of Russell Westbrook.